sun, we have Apollo. The moon, we have Diana. Mercury, we have Hermes, the hermaphrodite. Okay? Intelligence, Mars, we have Aries. Junior Deacon, Venus, we have, our astral body, our emotional body, we have Venus. And then, of course, we have Jupiter, Zeus, and Saturn, Kronos. Now, earlier I talked about how the lodge is split up in the different directions, and what's interesting is you'll know that most of the officers sit in the light side of the lodge. You really only have 2 officers sitting on that side in the dark side. Again, physical realm, spiritual realm, speed of light. I would suggest to you gentlemen that the reason that is because most of the vehicles in the bodies of men vibrate faster than the speed of light. Can't see them. They're all over here. The spiritual realm. Your emotions, your junior, your secretary, and of course, your worshipful master and your senior warden are straddling that line, which I'll come back to. Then the lodge is split this way. And also, if you'll notice, on the masculine side, you have male deities, Saturn, Apollo, Jupiter, Mars. On this side, you have female deities, the moon, Diana, Venus, and right here, you have Hermes, the hermaphrodite, both male and female, straddling this line because that is who he, she represents. Okay? This line that straddles the senior warden and the worshipful master is very, very interesting because those 2 officers can be in the physical realm or they can be spiritualized and be in the spiritual realm. Okay? Very, very interesting. And the thing is that when you are activating, harmonizing those bodies, that's exactly what those 2 officers are doing, is that they're in the spiritual realm, vibrating at a higher state. Okay? So now that I've given you all of that, and hopefully it's been clear of what the Masonic officers represent, if you will, let me go through the opening, how we do it, so that you can better understand the coordination between these officers within your own being. And I apologize, but we do it just a little bit different. Officers, take your respective stations. Brethren, be close. Emotions, consciousness. First grade care of Masons, when convened, to see that we're duly titled. Attending that duty, inform the Tyler I'm about to open Western Star Lodge number 83 in the 3rd degree Masonry. Take due notice thereof and govern yourself accordingly. Goes to the door. Brother Tyler, Brother Thought Garner, emotions. I'm directed to inform you that consciousness is about to open Western Star Lodge number 83 in the 3rd degree of Masonry. Take due notice thereof, govern yourself accordingly. Boom, boom, boom. Comes back. Consciousness, emotions. We are duly tiled. How are we tiled? By a master mason without armed with proper length from his office. His duty there to observe, approach counts and eavesdroppers and see that none pass or repass except such a duly qualified have permission from consciousness. For the soul, consciousness, are all present master masons. I will ascertain through my proper officer and report, Brother Junior Deacon, Brother Emotions, are all present master masons. Brother Soul, Brother Emotion, all present are master masons. Consciousness, Brother Soul, all present are master masons. As further evidence that all present are master masons, receive the password from intelligence and emotions who will communicate it Consciousness and Motions gets up, they move together, they meet west of the altar, and they come to the soul. Give me the password of a master mason. The password is right and password is. Now obtain the password from the brethren on the right and the left and communicate it to consciousness in the active. So they're taking up the password, starting in the passive, and then come to the active. Again, make it happen, let it happen. And they approach the east, where the worshipful master. Soul, consciousness. The password is right and duly received in the east. Are you a master mason? I am. What induced you to become a master mason? That I might obtain the master's word, travel in foreign countries, work and receive master wages, and be thereby better and able to support myself and family, and contribute to the willing for worthy master masons, their widows and orphans. Where are you made a master mason? Within the body of a just and duly constituted lodge of master masons, assembled in a place representing the unfinished sanctum sanctorum of King Solomon's temple, together with the Holy Bible Square and Compass, to charter some grand body of competent jurisdiction empowering to work. How many compose a Master Mason's Lodge? We say 5 or more. 3 or more is what we say. Then our conscience says, when composed of 5, whom does it consist? Consciousness, soul, higher self, intelligence, emotions. Emotions place at the right hand of right hand of soul in the passive. Brother, emotions, conscious, your duty there to carry orders from soul in the west to self in the south and elsewhere about the lodges he may direct. Attend to the alarm at the outer door, see that we're duly tiled, and report the same to consciousness. Intelligence place at the right hand of consciousness in the active. Brother Intelligence, your duty there to carry messages from consciousness to soul and elsewhere about the lodge as he may direct. Welcome and clothe visiting brethren. Attend to the alarm at the inner door, also to receive and conduct candidates. The higher self station in the manifest. Brother higher self, your duty in the manifest. To observe the sun and meridian, which is the glory and the beauty of the day, call the craft of labor to refreshment, superintending them during the hours thereof, carefully to observe that the means of refreshment are not perverted to intemperance or excess. See that they return to their labor in due season, that conscious may receive pleasure and they thereby profit. Intelligence place? Senior warden station or soul station in the passive. Brother soul. Why in the passive? Because as the sun stands in the west at the end of the day, so stands soul in the passive to assist consciousness in the opening, closing of the lodge. Pay their craft their wages, if any be due, that none may go away dissatisfied, harmony be in support of all institutions, especially this of ours. The master station, conscious station, and the active. Why in the active? As the sun rises in the east to open and govern the day, so rises consciousness in the active to open and govern the lodge, set the craft of work, giving proper instructions for their labor. Brother Soul, I now declare Western Star Lodge number 83 open. It is my order that Western Star Lodge number 83 be now open on the third degree of masonry, stand open for the transaction of such business as may regularly and constitutionally be brought before it. This communicate to your higher self, he to the brethren present, that having due notice thereof, they may govern themselves accordingly. Higher self. So, it is the order of conscience that Western Star Lodge number 83 be now open on third degree masonry, stand open for the transaction of such business as be regularly and constitutionally be brought before it. This communicates to the brethren present that having due notice thereof, they may govern themselves accordingly. Brethren, it is the order of conscience in the active, communicated to me through so in the passive, that Western Star Lodge number 83 be now open on third degree masonry, stand open for the transaction of such business as be regularly and constitutionally be brought before me. This I communicate to you that having due notice thereof, you may govern yourselves accordingly. Brethren, attend to the signs. Knocks are given. And then what we do is prayer. And so, gentlemen, give your attention to the chaplain for the benefit of prayer. At this time, intelligence, let me come over here. Intelligence, which is sitting in the masculine and sitting in the physical realm, gets up and descends and leaves masculine, make it happen,